friends, this is Anjali Krishnan, Assistant Professor, PG Department of English, Don Bosco College, Kottayam. Welcome to my paper, English Language Teaching. Today we will look at the key terms in ELT. First one, first language, that is L1. L1 is usually, but not always, the language first acquired in childhood. It is the language of its speakers' intimate everyday life. It is also to a large extent the language of counting and other forms of verbal acceptance. For example, thinking words. We think and shape our thoughts in our first language. For most Malayalis, Malayalam is the first language. Then we have L2. Second language. L2 is the second language, that is learned second in order. We learn this language. First language is acquired, whereas second language is learned, taught at school. And here we have to learn all the basic macro and micro skills. Listening, speaking, reading, writing, plus pronunciation, spelling, all that, macro and micro skills. Next term is teaching. Teaching is imparting knowledge or giving instruction, guiding, showing or helping the learners to acquire the basic skills that are required for learning the subject. So it is basically imparting knowledge. You are imparting knowledge to your learner, to a student. But learning is acquiring or receiving knowledge of the subject or even developing the skills by experience or intuition or instruction. So learning can bring about a change in the behavior or a behavioral change in the learning process altogether. Next we have language acquisition. It refers to the process of natural assimilation involving intuitions and subconscious learning. You acquire a language subconsciously. Once first language is acquired spontaneously as part of the maturational process. As we grow up, we learn that particular, we acquire that language, especially your first language. Whereas a second language is learned in an institutional environment. Second language is taught at school. Krashen points out that language acquisition and language learning are separate processes. So that acquisition refers to the subconscious process, identical in all important ways to the process children utilize in acquiring their first language from their very childhood. But learning refers to the conscious process. Those results in knowing about the language much deeper. In short, acquisition is a result of natural interaction, natural assimilation with the language, and learning is a process of classroom experience in which the learner is made to learn the linguistic rules and forms of the target language. So that is the difference. Next important term is bilingualism. Bilingualism is an ability of an individual or the members of a community to use two languages. He or she is proficient in two language skills. He can listen in two languages, read, speak and write in two languages efficiently, so that he becomes a bilingual person. Last, multilingualism. Multilingualism is an ability of an individual or the members of a community to use more than two languages. Multilingualism, more than two, multiple. So he or she is proficient in more than two language skills.